We begin tonight with an audacious plot to bust up some of the country's most notorious crime gangs. And it was all thanks to a mobile phone app. The global operation was led by the FBI, with Australian police playing a key role. They managed to get the gangs to use an encrypted messaging app and then spied on their every move for 3 years. More than 200 people have been arrested in Australia in a campaign labelled the most significant operation in policing history. Ursula Malone has the story.
Police search warrant!
Australia's criminal underbelly has been dramatically exposed. Hundreds have been arrested, tons of drugs seized and plots foiled.
Today, the Australian government, as part of a global operation, has struck a heavy blow against organised crime.
The raids are the result of Operation Ironside, a global collaboration involving police forces in 18 countries.
Our Australian Federal Police has worked hand in glove with the US FBI to bring down some of the most significant criminals, not just here in Australia, but right around the world.
So how did police manage to infiltrate some of the world's most sophisticated criminal networks? In 2018, the FBI developed an encrypted messaging app known as Anom. An AFP officer then discovered a way of decrypting messages and listening in real time. Undercover police managed to convince some senior crime figures to buy the devices, and they then recommended them to their associates.
Essentially, we have been in the back pockets of organised crime and operationalised a criminal takedown like we have never seen.
Over the years, we have learned that working together is not just the best option, it's the only option.
Police say the spying operation has given them an unprecedented window into criminal activity.
They all turn on each other. The other thing we learnt was that they actually do a lot of business behind each other's backs.
The AFP has revealed that alleged Australian drug trafficker Hakan Ayik, who's hiding out in Turkey, was one of the first to use the app. He then became one of its biggest promoters, an action that police say has made him a marked man.
I think given the threat probably he faces, he's best off handing himself in to us as soon as he can.
There were more raids in New Zealand, and more are expected as the rest of the world wakes to the news.
This strong international coalition proves that we need a global law enforcement network of trusted partners to successfully fight globally operating serious organised criminal networks.
A modern-day Trojan horse that has allowed police to breach crime's inner sanctums. Ursula Malone, ABC News.
New South Wales police were also involved in the operation. Let's go to Tim Swanston at the Sydney Police Centre. Tim, how many arrests have there been here in New South Wales?
Well, Benita, just in the last few days alone, New South Wales Police have arrested 35 people. They've also executed about 30 search warrants and assisted AFP with dozens of others. Now, as a result of those arrests, they say they've managed to shut down a number of different criminal enterprises, mostly involved in the distribution of drugs across New South Wales. As a result of those search warrants, they've also managed to net about a dozen or so firearms, almost $1 million in cash or so, and many other items, including luxury cars. But New South Wales Police say that they do expect there to be further arrests on the way.
All right, there are plenty of these encrypted messaging apps still out there. How much of a dent will this operation really make?
Yeah, look, by both state and federal police's own admission, there's plenty of other encrypted services out there, and those using Anom was just a small portion of those using encrypted services to conduct criminal activity within Australia. But New South Wales Police say that ultimately they've bolstered their Strike Force Raptor, as well as State Crime Command, to deal with the aftermath of these arrests. They say it's likely that there'll be other groups who'll move in on this territory. There'll be reprisal attacks, as well as also other violence related to unresolved debts. So from their point of view, this is only just the beginning.
Tim Swanston reporting there.